Sneako, once a respected content creator known for cleverly mocking conspiracy theorists, has become the internet's most despised individual. Despite early success and genuine friendship with YouTube stars like Mr. Beast, his inflated ego and self-destructive behavior led to his banishment from social media platforms. Sneako's journey was marked by a constant struggle between himself and his ego, even as he received growing recognition and financial success. As his ego swelled, Sneako's downfall became inevitable, earning him the widespread disdain he faces today. While Mr. Beast outpaced Sneako, he never forgot his friend. In fact, he extended a job offer to Sneako, an opportunity to collaborate on viral videos. Sneako's downfall began when he uploaded a video trying to expose Mr. Beast, exploiting their friendship for personal gain. Unaware of his own behavior, Sneako failed to reflect on his actions, instead changing his content style for popularity. Sneako's popularity soared with the introduction of the 1 Minute Podcast, where he engaged ordinary people in street conversations on controversial topics. Though lacking depth, it attracted a massive audience, boosting Sneako's ego and success. However, lockdown restrictions presented a challenge, and during this time he cheated on his girlfriend, even recording and posting the act as an interview. The revelation shattered the image his viewers had of him, leading to disappointment and condemnation. When YouTuber D'Angelo Wallace called Sneako a cheater, he responded with a 30-minute video filled with personal attacks targeting D'Angelo's appearance, sexuality, and mental health. Sneako's behavior showcased an inability to handle opposing opinions, resorting to screaming and ad hominem attacks rooted in his own insecurities, particularly regarding his appearance. Sneako's insecurities and need for validation contribute to his paradoxical tough guy persona. Growing up in the world of internet fame, he became consumed by his own image, unable to handle criticism. His downfall began when he publicly disclosed witnessing his girlfriend's consensual encounters, inviting backlash and intensifying his sensitivity. From cheating to his infamous meltdown with D'Angelo Wallace, his YouTube channel suffered, reaching a low point in November 2021. As he pursued a millionaire lifestyle, his content lost passion and authenticity. What sparked Sneako's awakening? How did he transition from that state to who he is today? Sneako belonged to the early wave of young male content creators who fell under the influence of Andrew Tate. Like many others trapped in miserable and hopeless situations, Tate's arrival provided them with purpose. Sneako eagerly absorbed Tate's messages, and so did his growing audience. It wasn't just a small group of men who believed and sought involvement in this movement. Sneako's numbers skyrocketed, transitioning from a disparate grind to becoming a charismatic webcam personality, earning over $100,000 in a single month. However, this newfound calling contradicted his old self, fueling his narcissism and transforming him into an unrecognizable version of his former self. The influence of Andrew Tate, aka Top G, plunged Sneako deep into the red belt rabbit hole. He saw the Matrix as the enemy and believed he was finally awake. To protect himself, he felt compelled to mimic Andrew Tate in every possible way, from his language and opinions to his mannerisms and overall demeanor. Ironically, this extreme adherence to another man's persona contradicts the idea of being a mentally strong alpha male. Losing oneself to the point of complete subjugation doesn't demonstrate true mental resilience. Sneako had transformed into a replica of his idol, selling self-help courses, severing ties with his girlfriend, whom he had watched engage in explicit acts. He echoed the same rhetoric, portraying himself as a high-value man who could do as he pleased. Anyone who disagreed with him became targets: beta males, soy boys, bots, and NPCs. According to him, everything was fake. The science was part of the Matrix agenda. Ultimately, Sneako faced the consequences. His YouTube channels, containing a decade's worth of videos beloved by his audience, were banned by Big Tech. Rather than introspection, this event pushed him further into the arms of extreme opinions on the internet, attracting a new audience seeking acceptance. Monetizing this newfound following seemed like a viable option, with little to lose by doubling down on controversial content. Sneako had reached a point where he embraced his ego, absolving himself of any fault and blaming the world for his problems. Enter Charlie, a critical commentator who laughed at one of Sneako's friends, fresh from the Fresh and Fit podcast. Sneako, following his pattern of behavior, decided to retaliate like a child, targeting Charlie's girlfriend in an attempt to hurt him emotionally. Bringing Charlie's girlfriend into the situation was undeniably crossing the line. While Sneako had no involvement in the initial incident, he resorted to childish behavior, projecting his insecurities onto others. He mocked their appearances even when it was baseless and unnecessary. Charlie responded with a video, further fanning the flames and using the opportunity to mock Sneako in return. The cycle of immature behavior continued, fueled by personal insecurities and the need to assert dominance. Charlie effortlessly moved on with his life, unbothered by Sneako's relentless attempts to provoke him. Sneako, consumed by bitterness, spent his time obsessing over Charlie's videos, incessantly tweeting about him and desperately digging for a response. Finally, after 3 months of Sneako's harassment, Charlie responded with a few well-chosen words on Twitter. This triggered an increasingly unhinged Sneako to go live on Rumble, a platform known as the Shadow Realm, where he absurdly danced around with a gun and smoked a cigar resembling a cartoon character rather than a rational person. Charlie's response became one of the most viral clips of 2023, completely dismantling Sneako's entire existence. What many missed, however, was the true depiction of Sneako as a pathetic mess. Sneako's challenge to fight Charlie based on physical differences revealed his pattern of behavior. He had done the same thing with D'Angelo Wallace, believing he could win by targeting those he perceived as weaker. It became clear that Sneako's tough guy act was nothing more than a facade, a reflection of his deep-seated fear and insecurity. He craved the approval of his audience and, most importantly, the approval of Andrew Tate, his idol. In the YouTube drama realm, Sneako and Brandon Buckingham found themselves in a heated confrontation. Brandon, from the Buckingham, challenged Sneako to a boxing match, but Sneako, known for his big ego and disdain of cancel culture, falsely accused Brandon of threatening his girlfriend, spreading the rumor to tarnish Brandon's reputation. Despite the truth being different, Sneako's larger following made people believe his claims. Brandon, undeterred, continued to grow his YouTube channel and offered to fight Sneako, but Sneako conveniently avoided mentioning Brandon's name. Instead, he took to Twitter, posting a collage of individuals who criticized him, labeling them as cocks, soy boys, NPCs, and bots. His attempts to emulate Andrew Tate fall short, with even Tate distancing himself. Sneako's actions, like creating collages to rate men he dislikes, or complaining about being cancelled, reveal his insecurities. People despise him for his bullying behavior, while being unable to help him. The old Sneako is gone, and he is now just another insecure individual who went down the wrong path.